A very warm welcome and namaste to all my viewers. In this video, we'll try to understand that why Jupiter gives its best results in the first house. Please note, this planetary house placement has to be taken as per the cusp chart or KP chart, not Lagna chart. Now, why I'm using cusp chart? To understand that, you must read my article on cusp chart, which is there on my website. Anyways, coming back to the topic. See, Jupiter is not only the most benefic planet, but is also a planet of divine knowledge and divine wisdom. In short, divine knowledge in any field, any subject which exists in this world falls under the scope of Jupiter. Here I wish to mention that all worldly knowledge in any area or field falls primarily under the scope of Venus. But if a person wants to gain complete command over that knowledge, then completion is never possible without the involvement of the divine. Hence, last stages of learning in any field, that is the stages when a person realizes the presence of divine in the subject, falls under the scope of Jupiter. And that is why Jupiter is the Dev Guru, that is a teacher of the gods. And Venus is a guru of Asuras or Rakshasas, or you can say teacher of mortals. Guru wants us to have complete control over our 5 Gyanendriyas, which are smell, taste, touch, hear and vision. And also 5 Karmendriyas, that is your Kam, which is passion, Krodh, which is anger, Lobh, which is want, Moh, which is attraction, and Isha, which is jealousy. In other words, Jupiter teaches us to have complete control over our own self through divine knowledge and divine wisdom. Knowledge of Vedas, astrology, or for that matter, any occult knowledge falls under the scope of Jupiter only. Here you also need to understand that no learning or knowledge in this world is complete unless it is gained through self-analysis, self-introspection. Even if the world's best teacher imparts you some knowledge, still you will never be able to use that knowledge efficiently unless you yourself have practiced those concepts or rules. Crux of the matter is, if you wish to master any knowledge of Vidhya, then you need to link yourself with that knowledge through self-study. Now, first house simply represents your own self. Hence, Jupiter here impart all his knowledge and wisdom through self-analysis. As a result, the person is not only knowledgeable, but can also use that knowledge efficiently because of self-analysis or Swadhyay. Of course, holistic analysis of the chart is essential before giving any kind of prediction. Here you all must be thinking that why Nikhil is not talking anything about the sign which Jupiter should occupy. So friends, if Jupiter happens to occupy its exaltation sign, own or friendly signs, then obviously that would be an added advantage. But you all must keep one point very clearly in your mind, that is the bhav placement of a planet holds much more importance than any other factor in astrology. And that is why I am discussing house placement here instead of discussing Jupiter's effect in 12 different signs. Here for your information, people like Emperor Akbar, Emperor Ashoka, Great Genghis Khan, Queen Elizabeth, Emperor Chandragupta Maurya, Emperor Vikramaditya, Emperor Amoghavasha, and the list is endless. And all many other top-notch leaders, kings, emperors have their Jupiter placed in the first house as per the cusp chart. Lastly, the placement of Jupiter in the first house is more desirable than its aspect. Placement is always more powerful than aspect. Thanks for watching. Namaste once again.